But this ain't on the podcast, Aaron. This is too much. I can't take this.
When there's
I said this ain't on the podcast.
We're not podcast.
This ain't.
We need to start the podcast.
Let's start the podcast.
I'm going outside. Y'all got 15 minutes.
We can start that. Let's start. But this ain't. What you saying? I don't need to know.
Hey,
That was a lot.
The blung hole. That was a lot. Like I'm eating, bro.
Starring Timothy Robb, Cool Cat, Brittany Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. Great appreciation for people, entertainment, and success. Hope that you like, subscribe, share, and click that bell. To my right, I have the Honorable Queen Brittany. You know me as Timothy Raw. To my left, I have my sis Kiana. And to her left, I have my homeboy Cool Cav. This is Great Apes Cafe. Please like, subscribe, share. Now, to the subject that we're supposed to talk about. Because the subject we've been talking about has been the anal cavity. And I don't like talking about anal cavity. Because me, of a man of noble blood, I feel like I like jelly. I don't like peanut butter.
You know what's surprising is nobody talks about the human body more than you. But now that we're talking about the anal cavity, you seem to have a conflict.
I have a conflict.
You know, you can't be contradicted.
I'm going to tell you why. Well,
Does the anal cavity make you uncomfortable, Tim?
the anal cavity doesn't make me uncomfortable. The uncomfortability is I be seeing people share people's drinks, and you don't know if their mouth
I'm
been
not
licking on
sharing.
anal cavities.
That is very true.
Who share drinks?
I haven't. I'm just having a general statement. And I'm also talking about the sense of. I'm also talking about the sense of your sink has more germs than your own toilet. Make sure you wash your sink out with bleach. You know who you are, who don't.
Should keep some chloride.
so what you say? You should wash the other side out with bleach.
Use
too?
bleach. Use bleach.
You should
Your
spray the
sink.
and
Your
the tub.
sink has more germs per ratio than your own toilet. Now that doesn't mean I'd rather eat out of the toilet than a sink, but you know, I'm just saying the nastiness, right? The anal cavity can have a lot of parasites. If you eat a lot of hot food, me and my podcast members, we had a hot chip challenge that happened a few weeks ago. If we ate the hot chip, there's no parasites in our GI tract. I promise you, no parasites.
Nothing but fire. But go ahead.
Yeah.
The reason why the anal cavity is quite amazing. But for me, and not to diss anybody, it doesn't have to make me uncomfortable. I'm just picturing the licking faction, right? It's unnecessary because if the person have a parasite and you lick that anal cavity and you don't understand about parasites and they take that parasite into them, they can have some issues here.
You know, you really just turned this shit into something
Because if the parasite get
Really
leached, let's say the
disgusting.
parasite
really
leached,
disgusting.
you know how your nose is connected to your mouth? There are parasites
It was
out
already
there.
disgusting.
Listen. There are parasites out there, right? It will leach
Damn right.
into your nose is connected to your mouth, and swim up into your nasal cavity. Your nasal cavity is very close to your brain. And the parasite can go in your brain. There are parasites like that. And fuck around and have you walk around here like a zombie.
Well, at this point, I don't even
Listen.
wanna have sex
By the
anymore.
time the doctor figure out the diagnosis because you're a booty eater, you will already be dead. See, this is why I don't like anal eaters.
I don't even like this conversation.
I know I made it that scientific, but there is. I'm just saying.
This is why I don't like anal eaters. Oh, goddamn.
Because you already dead. By the time you get a diagnosis,
You can't eat that, but
giving you anti-parasitics. By the time a doctor say, "Hey, I think you got a parasite," there's already percentage of your brain fucked up.
especially
Like by the time you get out of that, you might not be walking, talking, thinking properly. You might forget who you are. Like
all that
people
from eating ass.
from eating ass, and people don't. They
He
think
just
that
really
everything's
went to,
good.
like,
Yeah.
Now I'm
all the
going
way.
on an extreme level of science, but this is not an impossibility.
No, it's not.
That's the thing. Y'all think it's okay. Let me tell you something. Know your science. Understand that a cause and effect happens even in the animal kingdom. And when you start looking at that microbial world of gonorrhea and trichomoniasis and HPV and HIV and syphilis and herpes, there's 20,000 strands of herpes by itself. Y'all motherfuckers pooping y'all mouth everywhere. And y'all
I ain't never having sex again.
That's exactly how I feel.
I'm just saying.
Like, I don't even want to do
I'm
it.
just saying. That's all I'm saying.
At this point, I don't even want to touch my butt.
I mean, I'm staying away from the anal. That's it.
Oh, listen.
Kev said you ain't gonna scare him off.
There are a form of parasites. Let's say you're not eating, right? But let's say you want to have some anal play and she didn't actually clean herself correctly. There's some fecal particles in there, right? It gets into your urethra. There are parasites that could get into your urethra. And next thing you know, in order to get the parasite out, they might have to amputate the wee-wee.
Well, it just seems like there's no point in having sex.
Now, this is not an impossibility. Look it up.
Nah,
I'm making it comical, y'all.
Let
but
me
it's not
tell you
impossible.
something, Tim. This is the third time tonight. This is a record in history of how many times you have left me speechless. This is a record.
I'm just saying.
This is literally the third time that I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Google parasites, y'all.
Well,
Y'all never saw that show on History Channel called Monsters Inside Me?
Yeah.
Maybe I watched too many episodes. But yeah, there's the microbial life is quite beautiful. But it's also
No, the fuck it's not.
But it's also deadly.
That's disgusting.
Well, if you do nasty shit, let me tell you something. This is why you think they tell pregnant females not to be around cats with litter boxes. Oh my gosh, they could do so much destruction to the baby. It's not even funny. The baby could come out retarded based on that statement is very, very negative. The baby could come out with mental complications based on you changing some kitty litter and you didn't wash your hands, you touching your mouth, and next thing you know, you got parasites. Even on a parasitic level, we're not even talking about viral.
All right.
We ain't even talking about bacterial. Oh my God.
You don't think that's enough?
Okay, I'm
I think it very much is.
I think we get it.
I'm just saying
that we know that we're not having sex again.
Right.
I'm just saying, just use protection and all that.
That's the type of shit your brother say to you when he don't want you to go fuck off.
Let nobody eat the blow.
He said, "Oh, she going outside." Let me say this. Meanwhile,
let me show you a book. I got a book on this. It will fuck you up.
Start with the goddamn books. Not right now.
The books is
okay.
words. Right?
Don't start.
Shout out to the scientific world.
Oh man,
science really
I
helped me out.
love science. That's my most favorite.
I don't like that science.
Well,
Yeah,
that science is still as equally important.
It is equally important.
That's the water cycle.
That just scared me.
I mean, there are parasites. Let me tell you something about the animal kingdom. You ever saw like just think about rabies. You ever saw an animal really having like a rabid animal before? That shit would really fuck you up. If a dog bite me and it has rabies, and I get rabies, right, and I don't seek medical attention, there's a 99.9% I'm gonna lose my mind, and I'm gonna try to bite y'all within 24 to 72 hours,
like a zombie.
Just like a zombie, and that's just off the fact that we're talking about microbial life.
So since we're talking about microbial life, do you think that there should be boundaries in spitting during sex? Because you know some people like to get their mouth spit in.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, this girl told me to do that before. What?
You gotta be careful about saliva because some things can be transferred through bodily fluids. I saw something on the internet like,
oh man,
the girl said spit in my mouth and the guy spit in his mouth.
That shit crazy.
You know, and I thought about that Missy Elliott song, you know. Spit in your face, open your mouth, give it a taste, holla. It sounds cool, but when you really look at it, it's like I'm already playing tongue hockey with you.
I've done it.
Why I gotta spit in your mouth? But
during hold on.
But listen. But during the sex,
hold on. I just want to know this part though.
During sex, it's quite different.
I just want to know this part though. This the main part though. Did you spit in their mouth or did you get your mouth spit in?
We was spitting in each other.
I got
when you really think about it,
from far too.
And now I just want to.
If you already swapping vaginal secretions.
Wait, she said before you scare her.
Please don't say it, because.
Okay. If you already
try to...
listen, if you in the clear, If you already
What?
swap vaginal
It's a whole lot of
secretions,
spitting going
does
on.
it even matter at that point?
That's what I'm saying.
Does it
I
matter
mean, it
if
would
you're
matter
already
in the future
exchanging
because I don't even know how that
secretions?
even-
The man is going to leak pre-semen. The female's going to create the vaginal secretion. If that exchange has already happened, does it really matter on the saliva?
On the
level?
saliva,
It's about the mouth though, cause like some people. That's like I brush my teeth every day, maybe multiple times a day, but some people don't really brush their teeth. Like
It's
know what I
very
mean?
true.
It's like
That's a terrible analogy where you're getting that. But I see what you're
like
getting
I
at.
just scrolled.
It doesn't matter if you.
I just scrolled the hell out my
Do you
tongue,
want? So
bro.
the question is, do you want somebody to spit in your mouth who got gingivitis? No, or got halitosis? Have
You
ever
can't
met
even
some?
spit in my mouth if I ain't kissed you first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
This is
So
very
I gotta
true.
know
Even
what's going
stinks don't
on,
even
right?
touch me.
Before I don't like no dirty ass people, bro. I'm not laying down with nobody dirty. Like it's just not going down. We gotta have when we talk about boundaries and standards. That's one of them motherfuckers right
The
there.
biggest
gotta
boundary
wash.
is making sure you clean.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you with a person, well, really, because if you a dirty person, then most of the time you cool with a dirty person. Hey, they dirty together. They immunity probably fantastic. But me personally, I'm clean and I like clean people. You know what I'm saying? So the standard is gonna be for me to do those things with another clean person.
I like how we got on the subject, but my cousin did hit me up the other day, and he said that he's newly married, and he loved his wife to be dirty.
What?
To come from the gym, and they make, he said, a crazy amount of level of love. And I said, so titty sweat and funky offsetted pH coochie is, you like that? Basically.
That's
That ain't it.
disgusting.
But some people that, hey,
And she's
whatever
okay
rock
with
his
that?
boat, he like that rocking.
Nah, man, that shit crazy.
You ever
That's
you
like,
ever
yo-
been around a stinky couple?
Have you ever been on a woman who funky?
I've been around a stinky couple.
That's too much.
Y'all
That mean
both
they
stink.
Oh,
That's the worst shit. Cause I already got an issue with smells.
shout out to the big people community who's
I'm
actually
big
keeping
on that.
making
Don't
sure
do
they
that.
clean.
Oh, I was about
Who's
to
making
say,
sure they
just 'cause
clean.
people big don't
I've
mean
seen
they
plenty of
stink.
people. Man, I know this one woman. You know who you are. Every time I walk past you in the gym, I believe I can fly.
She smell like BB, don't she?
I mean, she smell good. I don't know what she doing.
Oh, she smelled good.
She smell good. She ain't
Yeah.
even. I mean, for her to be that big, girl, you keep doing what you're doing.
A lot of people like myself will shower before they go to the gym.
There's something wrong with that. Because I damn sure don't want to be someone. I don't want to.
Well,
be
I don't wanna
smelling
smell
myself while I'm actually working out.
Yeah, I already don't like sweating.
And I sweat like an animal. I take showers
Like
sometimes a
I'm
day.
fucking
I sweat like sweat. I got a
hyperhidrosis.
You killing me. How do you know this?
I have no fucking idea.
Hey, look. That's my nigga. That's my dog. She repping for me. She repping. She know what I got. But listen, I do have hyperhidrosis. And I have to make sure I stay clean. I will always smell myself before you will ever smell me. I promise you that. When a nose is big, trust me, I know.
What are y'all? What's the boundary for everybody?
The boundary is don't expect a good time smelling like a bad one. That part.
What's yours, Queen? You have any boundaries? You got any boundaries during sex?
You ever had a woman come up to you, Kev? I'm sorry, answer this question because you is laughing. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna have to say the breath part. Because if you're having sex with me and your breath stinks, I'm gonna have to see it. Can you get off me? Can you get off me? Like this is not.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Nothing can't stink, man. If you knew we was about to do this shit and that shit stink.
But maybe
Now-
we were far
listen,
apart
listen,
and
listen.
we didn't smell it.
Listen, this is the bad part
Oh,
though.
man.
Let me give you some science shit.
If you knew, hey, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, if you knew you was coming to my spot, or if
Have you ever saw a woman-
It don't even matter my spot. If you knew we was about to do this, and you ain't prepared, like.
But what
Oh
if
my
you
God, that
ate some
shit make
like
me-
onions or something?
listen,
Listen.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Hold on, I gotta explain this shit. Boy, that shit would make a nigga so mad.
Have you ever?
my
Let me ask
G.
you this question though. Let me ask you this question. bro.
What? Like,
Let me ask you this question, Boot. About to go. Listen, you ever been? You ever saw the woman take a shower, got their mojo back like Austin Powers, right? And you jump in her liver pudding, right?
Yeah.
And you go in, and all of a sudden you start smelling the smell.
Oh, she got an infection.
It's something wrong.
That's what you got to be careful. And I'm happy. There's a 90% chance she's gonna have an infection. That's gonna pass to you based on her pH.
Definitely
being
can
like-
give a man bacteria in the pee hole.
and the urethra. And next thing you know,
And
urethra.
a man can pass bacteria as well.
And-
So even though bacteria vaginosis is not technically an STD, it can be considered an STD.
And this is why some females will figure out if you cheating.
STI. I'm sorry.
This is why some females will figure out you cheating or not.
Absolutely.
You ain't wearing a rubber and you jump in one woman, even if she doesn't have anything, her pH, her vaginal flora, her environment is quite different
Then the next.
from the next.
Mhm.
And the moment that happens, and the woman say, "Oh, wait a minute, I ain't bought Monistat in years," and all of a sudden she got to buy Monistat. What's really going on?
My first baby daddy, I always
Ooh, am
knew
I
when he
lying, ladies?
cheated.
Am I
I
lying?
always
No.
knew when he cheated because I would get fucking BV every
Mm.
time. Like it would be, I'd be fine, and then get BV. I knew this motherfucker that, I would be right every time. Every
I'm
time he
right.
cheated, this motherfucker, I end up with BV because we wasn't having protected sex.
Right, of course,
Like,
right.
But motherfucker, anyway,
He wasn't either.
that's what I was just about to say. That motherfucker was not. Apparently, he ain't like condoms at all.
Use
like-
prophylactics.
And that's bad
Please.
too. I might have like a little PTSD about that shit. Cause if I'm dating somebody right now and we start having unprotected sex, like get to that part, and then I end up with BV, oh, I'm about to shake the motherfucking table.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Now the
Okay.
thing about that
You gotta use
is
that condom, though.
I
If-
mean,
if-
at the
if-
beginning, but after
at-
you fucking with
at
somebody
the
for so
beginning,
long,
because
eventually
sometimes
gonna
you
ditch
could
your
get that
condom.
even if he hasn't been messing with nobody, because there is new.
Yeah, but if y'all
It's
already
new.
had unprotected sex multiple times
Multiple.
and you
That's-
haven't been getting
That's the
BV,
word. That's the word you
and
have
then
to
you
say.
turn around and out of nowhere,
Out of
now you
nowhere.
did.
Right.
Like, nah, that don't add up.
Right. But
And
if he-
another thing too, because a lot of men be lotioning their dicks, and you can't do that before sex either, because that will cause a woman to get BV or
That's very true.
bacteria
And let me tell
or
you something.
yeast.
for the men who does that, I do it a
This
little
shit
bit too
done
much.
turned into a fucking medical episode.
Just make sure. If you suffer from dry skin at the penile shaft, the best thing for you to do is don't do anything.
Aquaphor.
That could work,
That works.
but some people are allergic.
To Aquaphor is nothing in it.
What's in it?
Petroleum jelly.
Some people are
Allergic to petroleum jelly.
Some people could be allergic to.
Well, them
petroleum.
bitches better get some Cetaphil or something.
You might well.
Get some goddamn Cetaphil. What's the other one name? I can't even think of it right now.
You might as well just go get.
CeraVe.
You might as well just go get a whole new one.
A whole new one.
A
You
whole
can't
new
do
one?
that.
Make sure, just don't thy body. There's a lot of people who go out for the newly couples out there, or getting into the world of sex. It could be a lot going on, and it could be scary. But make sure you communicate with your partner, especially if you're not using no prophylactics. I know a lot of men who use no prophylactics, and y'all nigga brave. Y'all go out, y'all meeting females on these dating websites and not using prophylactics. I'm spitting, I'm sorry. And you know who you are. I want to say your name so bad, but I can't. Gosh, but if you seeing this, I hope that you actually be like, damn, Tim, don't say it. Nigga, I
I
won't.
love when Tim do that.
But you know who you are. He cheat on his wife all the time, bro. This shit ain't even cool. He cheat on his wife and make me scared for you. Like, nigga, you be going in these websites. Your wife is a parole officer. She carries a gun. She gonna shoot your ass in the ass cheek. Watch. She gonna shoot you. While you getting it in, bam, bam, you gonna be like, oh, I'm suing you, bitch. No, nigga. You fuck. Anyway, switch up.
So where do we go from here? That's the question.
The question is, let me ask y'all a question.
All right.
have you ever been in a situation where you was in a sexual act, or the person was funky, or the person was not doing it, and you can't bring up that person with micro penis?
No, he wasn't stink.
But you can't
He
bring.
was so clean.
Of course, he better.
He
be.
smells so good.
He better be. You gotta.
Yeah, that
you
nigga
got.
smell
You gotta
like
work on the
expensive
fact
cologne.
that
Yeah.
he got the mini me. But anyway,
Yeah.
leave him alone. He can't help it.
He's a great guy.
All you gotta do is just pay the $14,000.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Just tell him to go pay. Tell him to go pay the $14,000.
The shit is heartbreaking.
Tell him to go pay the $14,000
Yeah, man.
to get a
I
the
feel
sex.
sad. I feel sad.
No,
man.
don't feel sad. It's 2023. Pay your $14,000. If I had a mini me, I gotta go pay $14,000. And I'm back. They end up calling me Mac Daddy.
Man, that shit's so sad. It be the guys, they ain't got nothing. They be the best fucking men. And you can't even be with the motherfuckers because they ain't got nothing. Not if you a sexual being. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting there like, God damn, now I gotta settle for this shit? Like, nah.
What's that song back in the 90s? Eeny, weeny, teeny, weeny.
You might as well tell that nigga to do like a diet.
But if you had micro penis,
I
I
didn't like the grind.
You might as
I'm
well
gonna have to
tell
say,
your shit.
if I
It
had,
felt like his groin was grinding me. You know what I'm saying? That was
TMI.
like mashing cats.
if to the men who do suffer from micro penis,
No.
get
Yo, that's
there's
it.
plenty
I
of
ain't-
things out there
Hey,
to help you
hold
get a large.
hold on, man. Like, yo, like this shit, like,
It's really not his fault. So if you really
like
think about
you saying like
development-
micro, like you talking
this?
about like
is my pinky bigger?
My
sad.
pinky is probably about the size.
Let me tell you.
that shit crazy.
But
Really, that's it.
Man,
No,
boy.
seriously.
but it's
Just wide.
like
Still very
he's a
tight.
really
Even
great
if it's
guy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, listen.
Feel like mashing cats.
If there's plenty of things for these.
I
This is
think
2023.
if
This is not
I would
1993.
imagine that's what it feels like.
This is 2023.
That gotta
There's
be
plenty of things to
stressful.
get.
That gotta be stressful.
I feel bad for the
to
man
get
who
out
with the
the
micro
shower.
penis. I
Like,
feel bad for
you know,
him.
just like looking in the mirror.
I
get
don't
out
feel
the
bad.
shower.
I don't feel bad
But
for
what if
sis.
he's
All your
micro?
masculinity.
I don't
is
feel bad for me
gone.
either. I
know.
actually felt like I did him a favor.
Hey, all your masculinity is gone, man.
But what if he's
You
micro
gonna
and
look
knows how to
down,
work
you
it
got a
though?
shower?
You can't work it if you have nothing to work.
He can't help that his penis is.
You gotta reach something to work. Like
Hey, imagine when that nigga get cold.
Aaron, this episode gotta be
I'm
sex
trying to
part
help
3.
y'all out.
I'm
He
just
can't
saying.
help. He can't help that his penis is micro though.
I know, and which is why I
there's-
felt like I took one for
The
the
team.
team. I didn't regret it because he deserved to get some good pussy.
I didn't.
Like
I
I felt like
regretted
that because
mine.
I thought to myself, I know this nigga ain't
Did he?
getting no pussy.
Let me ask you a question. I don't think I asked you this before. Was he braggadocious?
Not really, no.
like you know I killed that shit.
My nigga's like, I got it.
Nah.
And the
I
next
mean,
thing
he
you know-
knew he didn't do a good job, like based on like how he was communicating with me after.
Oh, that gotta be embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I can't.
I
feel
wouldn't
so
even
bad for
have
him.
slept with you.
Girl, listen, I'm telling you, listen, this so fucking embarrassing for me to say, but I'm gonna be honest. Like when I seen how little that motherfucker was, I felt like I needed to do him a favor. Like honestly. I felt like I need, like I just thought it was
My heart-
bad.
This
I'm
is
on this
great.
side.
It was bad.
Whoever you are, I'm on
This
your
is
side,
Great
buddy.
Apes
I'm on your
Cafe,
side.
man.
I'm not listening to
Oh
Brittany
my
what she's saying out her
God.
mouth.
It's the truth.
Well, mine's like that too, but
Yours.
Did you quit?
I just was like, I can't do this.
Really?
Oh my.
I let him finish.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
I was just like,
And
can
it
we
was
just try a
bad.
different day? Maybe this isn't the day.
No,
like,
I was not trying it again. I took
I
one
tried it
for the
again,
team.
and it just wasn't.
They
But I let
always
him
say
finish
that
this
though.
time.
You know, we say that like in the females, we be like, you can't. If you have a bad experience, you gotta at least try the second time to make sure. Because sometimes the first time, like people be nervous or whatever. But like I said, like sometimes you just gotta know what you can work with and what you can't. That's why I just went ahead and let him finish. Literally, I didn't want to stop him because I was laughing and I didn't
Bro,
want
I'm
him
on
to
your
see me
side.
laughing.
No, I'm not listening to
You
what
know
Brittany's
what I'm
saying right
saying?
now.
Listen,
This
when
is a
I
fact.
said
I'm on your side.
I
Wanna know
cannot
why?
do this.
This one on my side.
I went to the bathroom.
He
I
can
was
help
just-
that he got
He
it
was
mini
done.
me.
See?
I was like, maybe this just isn't a day for you. And then the next day, I was like, we're gonna try this again. Yeah, and that didn't work either. So I was like,
Yeah, if they don't got the tool, if it don't reach,
If you
shit
don't-
ain't no good.
Listen, you men who do not exercise, and I'm just for the past few months I've really been going at it, right? If you exercise, you get blood flow.
Ooh.
If you get blood flow, everything works. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't realize. I talked to my doctor.
I just don't see how.
I talked to a doctor, and he told me that people who get they get what's what I'm looking for. I've been drinking, y'all.
What, erectile dysfunction?
If you have ED, go get a vasectomy. I
That'll fix
promise
the problem.
you would never. Let me get my business out there. So I got a vasectomy for reasons that I don't want to share on my podcast, right? And I never had an issue of getting up. Well, let's just say sometimes I can't stand up because I'm up, if you know what I mean. You know, in a classroom back in the day, you over there fantasizing about your girl in the classroom and you can't get up.
Yeah.
The teacher wants you to go walk. I can't get up sometimes. Like, stand up because I'm already up. Like,
For
anybody,
no
for
reason.
no, girl, I ain't even thinking about yams.
You just walk around with a heart.
Right. Like, I literally had to tell my wife just last week. She wanted me to help move my grandmother-in-law. Baby, I can't get up right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm not thinking about sex. But I'm hard. Like, not just a little bit, right? Like, I'm ready to. If you got ED, go get a vasectomy. I promise you.
Just cut your kids off.
I never had a problem, like I said, in that department, right? But the moment I did, like, I'd be like, yo, it'd be ridiculous.
You over here like, I'd rather have a hard on than have more kids. The fuck?
That part.
So we need
Rather
this
have
for the long.
Rather have a hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you got ED, get a vasectomy. I promise you, you'll thank me later.
That more like a tractor trailer truck though, because you can hook up.
I don't even like that comment. I don't even like that comment. I don't even know where he going at.
I don't even know what that meant.
What?
What did that mean?
Nah, because like,
I don't even know where he going at with this. What the?
Hey, nah, look. Can you get it put it back together, though, right?
Yes.
It's like an 18-wheeler truck, right?
I don't
You
like
hook up
that
to the
analogy.
trailer.
I'm not about to answer that question.
Yeah, I think this.
I only
is
said it because you're
My
a truck
soldiers, listen,
driver.
my soldiers march, but they're not at a tent hut. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. Everything still works the same.
Your soldiers
Yeah.
ain't marching because you don't have soldiers.
No, I don't have no soldiers. All I have is the
marching band.
the marching band. Or the equipment to flow
Yeah, that's it.
on.
You got the
I
instruments.
have the transportation. I still transport, bro. I'm still shooting up the
That's
club.
what I'm saying. But you can hook that trailer. You can hook that trailer back up though.
I could get a reversal. I'm not about to pay $15,000 for such.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, I could. Why would I go through that? A shout out to the lady who helped me get that vasectomy. You know who you are. You helped me out.
You're going down.
Better her than the man.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I going down? No, I'm going up. I'm going up.
I'm all the way up.
I ain't never worried again. I promise you. So you people, y'all suffer from ED, go get a vasectomy. Do your research. I'm just take my words for comfort on this podcast.
I miss
But
y'all
I did.
So much.
I did. I got
Well,
that.
maybe I should tell the person that I'm talking about.
Don't say
I'll
no
go
name.
with you when you go.
Oh my gosh.
So is it that it wouldn't get hard or it's just small? Because when I say this man had micro penis, what I mean is that
the definition.
on a soft, his head was sitting up in his groin.
Oh.
Okay, so my
Brittany, shut up.
situation
I'm not.
is
We,
both.
bro, you
And
hold it in
I
there.
don't know.
You
if
hold
it's
it in there.
because he smokes too much weed.
Nah, that ain't
Or-
me.
Yeah, just tie something
What-
around.
but I
put some
know it
weights on
wasn't
that
I
bitch.
done
me.
had some great
How old is
weed
he? How old
days.
is he? How old is
He
he?
is 30.
Young.
Oh, well, that's young.
Young.
Like that.
You lose
38,
15% of your testosterone by the time you reach 45. and another 15% by the time you reach 50, which is why it's advantageous for a man in upper age to work out.
That's why I need me an Aboriginal guy, because that dick better still work at 70, motherfucker. We better be 70 years old, still throwing it back, okay? I ain't even trying to hear that shit. You best to lift that motherfucker up. I don't care if you gotta make that bitch do some sit-ups. You better get it to working, okay?
If he eat burdock root,
you already know how I'm coming.
If he eat burdock root
Period.
and he exercise, you would never, I promise you, eat burdock. I don't
And
need
burdock root cleans the blood in the liver, so it's good for you anyway. Especially if you drink alcohol.
But if you clean the blood and liver, the blood flow, everything
increases.
about men with heart on is blood flow.
Yep.
And the main key component is making sure you actually exercise. You got to burn some of these calories, y'all.
Well, you know what that also does, though? It is the practice of releasing endorphins during exercise that relates to sex.
Oh, yeah.
Because you release the same chemicals when you're having sex.
I got to go to the gym at
endorphins.
least 3 times a week minimum, forever.
That should get addicted.
You want to know why? Because I want to get it in.
Felt. Tim said at 70 years old, he's still trying to get it in. Period.
Ain't nothing wrong. Look, if I'm blessed to live that long, wouldn't you want to get it in though?
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I'm living on this earth.
Contrary
Old as fuck. Can I get some head?
Contrary, shut your ass. Shut your ass.
Oh my God.
Contrary on popular belief, my geriatrics be getting it in.
They do.
They have sex more than us at our age.
I'm gonna say this.
I promise you.
I'm gonna say this, and I ain't saying nothing else. When my grandma was at a nursing home one time for rehab from a fall, and she had a lady that was in the room with her and was packing up to leave. We went to visit her, and the lady's box had a box that wasn't closed up, and it fell over. Guess what was in the box?
Dildos, vibrators.
Full of fucking dildos, bruh, in the nursing home. Okay, this lady had like 10 different types of dildos and vibrators. Cannot make this shit up. Old don't mean decrepit.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
means
just
more
because
skill.
it means wise, more skill. You know what I'm saying? More grace.
EX points.
Right. Great understanding. You know what I'm saying? By the time we 70, you should know how to flip this motherfucker inside out, upside down, all the way to the other side. Like, skill.
This is my thing. This is my statement to y'all. Make sure it doesn't matter what type of play, foreplay, regular play, sex play. Just make sure you use prophylactics.
Right here.
I know a lot of people, and a lot of my male colleagues and female colleagues listen to their partner that they really don't know, and they say, "Hey, I'm allergic to latex. I'm this, I'm that." Don't fall for that, because the moment you have HIV, HPV, trichomoniasis, syphilis, gonorrhea, some of this shit you can get rid of, but you can't get rid of that permanent.
Yeah, we should close on that.
You know, that we definitely should close.
Because you keep bringing up the STDs, and it's like,
Because let me tell you something. Shout out to any lab test now. I never forget. This is a waking for me before I got married. So I could speak about this, and I'm gonna close it with this. This woman I saw, oh my gosh, Brittany, that bitch was bad. I mean, I'm going down. I know Kiana, I'm going down, blah, blah, blah. That woman was a 12. She had the hips, the body ratio, thunder thighs, the breast ratio, lips, face, everything you could think of. But what she also had, my friend, was HIV. And the fact that I had to sit there in that moment to let her know that she had that with a doctor, that was very, very, very sad. But the crazy thing is how many females, men and women, don't know they have HIV and still practice unsafe sex. Use your prophylactics, y'all, please.
get tested.
Especially in my young community,
Yeah.
get tested. You out here, she ain't been on nowhere. I ain't worried about it. How do you know?
And do you know if she go to the doctor or not?
And all you need is one
Or him?
person to actually, mess you up, and that's it. Just please use prophylactics. You know?
Yeah, I'm done with sex.
Just please.
They gonna have
I've
to-
seen so much shit y'all don't even have no idea of.
think you
I can't
fucked
even
me up
speak
for the
up.
night.
Anyway, this is Great Apes Cafe. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and deuces. Adios. Until next time.
Peace, y'all.
Safe sex is
Safe
better
sex.
sex.
Y'all have some safe sex out there.
Safe.
I don't even want to have sex anymore. I guess I'll be a virgin for the rest of my life. 'cause-
Shut up.
Hey, guess what? Y'all keep that shit. Y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep.
Damn, bro.